Patriots of Green Bay. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Goff taken right to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Laporta with the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught for the first. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Quay Walker. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Goff. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Now try Gibbs again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule, it takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go for it. Goff. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They've got a man in motion. Love out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Shotgun now for Love. Caught by Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Love from the gun. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They bring the tight end in motion. On second down, Jacobs. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. This set it down starts with an option right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Won't try and force it into the slants. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out. The 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Jacobs running behind center. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love looking to pass. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down read option. He keeps it running right. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff here to Jacobs. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
A start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Goff working from the pistol. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Running back sent in motion. Goff on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. It's the Lions looking at 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing again, it's Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And Touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take the lead on that successful kick. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Goff back to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Goff. That one's caught along the left sideline. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Goff on 1st and 10. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He finds Laporta. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Packers into a nickel defense. 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This 42 yards from the right hash. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This 42 yards from the right hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Tight end in motion left. First down throw, here's Love. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Ooh, incomplete there on second down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
All right, back to the ground game here. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They stick with Jacobs. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Yeah, and this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Laporta with a grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's taken in by Williams. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st down, and they go right back to him. This is ahead for about 5. Jair Alexander with the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 38. Got his target, it's Tony. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Has room into the secondary. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Love from the gun. This is reeled in by Reed. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. We're slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Watson with the catch. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. To the air with Love. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Working quickly here. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick-6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions go up by 19. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Love out of the shotgun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the 28. On target to his man, Tony. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Lions about to stay unbeaten once again. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Gone. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
4th down, Goff throwing. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what that call tells me a little bit? That they didn't trust that they could win the battle up front. No matter what they dialed up, run, pass, Doug Flutie drop kick, that defensive front was coming. And they came strong to force a 3rd and goal.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just 1 last play left in this one. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He gets a look up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the line